Hello everyone, welcome to my review of Transformers, how do I announce this? Haslab, I guess, Deathsaurus. Based on his appearance from the Transformers Victory series, and just like with Magmatron, who comes from Beast Wars Neo, or the Beast Wars 2 Skywarp, I have also never seen Victory, so I don't know anything about this guy, but my goodness does he look cool! But this is a Haslab, which I didn't actually support, but I got later on, and my goodness, what a good figure. So let's get in close here. The camera needs to go even higher on this beautiful looking head sculpt. I mean, he's so tall as well. He is so tall. I don't know why he's that big, but my goodness, what a good looking head sculpt. The nice gold up here. This truly is what Haslab is all about. You know, some good quality stuff. But in comparison to Victory Saber, which one do I like more? I do not necessarily have an opinion, because there are things this guy does better and things that Star Saber to me does better. But then you got the nice chest here that is technically a tape deck, because this is basically the way that I see it, a what if Soundwave was the leader of the Decepticons kind of thing. Because to be honest, he's got like the tape deck thing, and that reminded me a lot of Soundwave. We got the nice details here at the top of the arms as well, and the nice big wings. You know, with the red and black, which is a color that I always go numbing the legs for. The nice Decepticon logo on there as well. Going down to his crotch area, we got nice red here on his crotch with some silver around it as well. Nice like vents on his legs. We got some nice goldness here on the arms as well. We got some nice stuff in here as well on the arm. Man, this figure is detailed. So detailed. I mean, even if you look at the wings, just look at the bottom of the wings. You know, you look at all the detail that it has. Just picked out. My goodness. Such a beautiful figure. Anyway, let's go down further. And now this is about the height that I would normally shoot the deluxe figures at. But yeah, anyway, here we got his lower legs with nice knee pads, nice legs, nice everything. And if we go back up, because we have to go up, down on this boy because he's so big. If you look at the back, he cleans up pretty well. He's just got a big ass... He just has a big bird head on his back, and that's about it. But man, this figure looks nice, and he also comes with a bunch of stuff. Oh, this part of the review is going to take me half an hour to get through, and then the rest of it is just like 10 minutes and I'm done. The transformation, reverse transformation, and talking about the beast mode and the final thoughts, that's just gonna be like 10 minutes long. Meanwhile, this is gonna take me 2 hours because of how big it is. Also, the nice Decepticon logo here at the chest as well. But yeah, anyway, he looks so very good, and my goodness, can he pose as well. So let's move into the articulation segment. So his head can move up and down and rotate about that far before it gets stopped. So at least my copy cannot do a full 360, and if he can do a full 360, I am not gonna force the head. But to be honest, this is about all you would need. And like I said, nice up and down as well. His arms, when you move, well, his wings can go in and out and also move up like this. So you can really get them out of the way for the arm articulation, which... Oh, the ratchets can go all the way around. He also can move his arm all the way up. And let's see here. However, he does not have butterfly joints, it would seem. Even though it kind of looks like they are sculpted in, but yes, he can. If you untap this piece here, which was very tight on mine, you do get a nice, good looking butterfly joint, forwards butterfly joint. However, that untabbing that was very difficult, and I thought I was gonna break him. So yeah, and also quality. However, the one issue that Haslab has is the quality between figures is very different, because some figures are spectacular and the other figures will break at the, well, not break at the seams, but be less quality because of the fact that these are made with special orders in mind, which means that they are going to be kind of like third-party figures, where it's like the quality is dependent on each individual figure, instead of where Hasbro normally goes and be like, okay, this one isn't good, let's just throw it away in that sense, and then only really picks the good ones. So with a figure this expensive, I'm always going to be very careful. Anyway, his waist can do a full... you cannot... Really? Oh, wait. If you move his bird head back here out of the way, you can get a full rotation on the waist. And he does actually have a bit of an ab crunch as well. His legs panels can move out of the way. Yeah. And his side skirts can also move like so. So you can get those out of the way for the leg articulation, which can go forward about that far, which can go backwards about that far. And he's got some nice in and out action as well. Oh, nice, fantastical ratchets. You know, people love ratchets. Good ones, anyway. Not bad ones. Anyway, but yeah. But also he's got a swivel here on the leg. He's got a big-ish knee bend as well. And then his feet. His feet can go... It can go down like so. Can't really move forward because of the sculpting. And he has ankle-tailed legs like every other mainline figure nowadays does. Also, I think this was actually, you know, thinking about it while doing the posability, I think this figure was actually Legacy Evolution. So yeah, we're just gonna call him also Legacy Evolution figure. But my goodness, does he have so much good articulation. You can really get a lot of poses out of him. And if you are good with posing, unlike me, you could probably really get something amazing out of him. So, that is basically the main figure out of the way. So let's put you backwards, and then let's move down here to your legs. So I don't have to lift all this stuff up high, because he comes well, so like I said, with a bunch of stuff. Starting off, let's pick the simple one out of the way first. Blast effects, people. He comes with blast effect parts, as you know, figures nowadays do. I did not really need these things to exist, but hey, it's nice that they exist. You can combine them into like a big blast thing, like a Christmas tree, just like everyone else has, if you want to. But he does come, like I said, with blast effects. So to the people who like blast effects, here are more for your collection. Next up, what he comes with are... Yeah, let's do this. No, let's wait with you until later on. We're gonna go for weapons first. So starting off, what do we have? We got this blue thing that he comes with. Some kind of handle for something, I think. And then the next up what he comes with is obviously his own tail. This one can actually go a bit more up. But he comes with his own tail, which is very nicely detailed. And if you see the tab in here and the hole in here, you put them together, you get a shield. Very nicely. I will show off how to attach these things when I'm done with all of the weapons. Because next up what he comes with is an arrow. Trying to become the Green Arrow, huh? He's auditioning for the reboot of the show Arrow. But he comes with a nice arrow that sadly enough on mine is a bit bent though. However, this is not a used copy. I would like everybody to know that. This is not a used copy. This is actually a new figure. The other one was a bit of a used copy. The next up what he comes with also is a big scimitar or scimitar or however you pronounce that word. But he comes with a big scimitar. This thing's huge. This thing's bigger. Size comparison time. Here's the sound wave. This thing's bigger than he is. This thing's bigger than he is. It's almost as big as him. One gigantic sword is what he comes with. But yeah, with a nice looking blade. You love to see some big melee action. Would be funny if I actually cut off my own fingers with that one by accident, I mean. Next up what he comes with is this mace on a chain. What a weapon. He really comes with some really cool weapons. Some weapons that I haven't really seen with Transformers ever. At least not in my collection anyway. Because I know that the Megatron from G1 kind of comes with the mace weapon like this. But this one is like painted silver and really looks like a mace. And then finally what he comes with is this weird looking thing. But if we extend it, wait, like so, and click it into place, and fold out that part, we have basically a giant gun that he comes with. My goodness, what a figure he is. But yeah, he comes with the biggest weapon. And this thing is actually as tall as he is. The gun is as tall as he is. There you go. Now you can see it. It's about as tall as he is. Not if you include the wings, but still. My goodness, it comes with so much big stuff. So how do you attach it? Well, as you can see, there are no circular pegs, which are the actual issue I have with this figure. Personally, you know, like, that's where Victory Saber or just Star Saber kind of wins out for me. Because he has at least circular pegs, because I find that those are more secure than these ones. Anyway, if you pull in Big Man himself right here, bend his hand, and then look on the inside of his hand, if I can show that off on camera. Yeah. There you go, maybe. There you go. You can see that he's got a little bit of a cut in there. And that is where these... right there at the back of his hand, that is where these tabs go into. So you can take it, put it behind everything, put it in the back of his hand, tab it in, close his hand back up, and there you go. He is holding his scimitar. Or scimitar, I don't know. Or if you want to, using that same connection slot, he can be holding a mace. Like so. Now he is holding a mace. For, I don't know if this character actually has a Starscream equivalent, but if he does, the mace will be coming in handy to smash that Starscream when he puts up in his traitor's face. But like I said before, I don't know anything about this line. Next up, what he can do is you have the tabs on here. You can just put that in his hand as well if you want to. However, this is a little bit more difficult because the fingers actually have to go into this gap here. So you kind of need to move with the fingers. And there you go. Now he is holding his shield, even though the handle unpegged from his hand, sadly enough. But yeah, and then moving all this out of here as well. You also got this big bazooka that he can hold. However, what you have to do is a little bit different. Because you got to straighten out the arm, because that is how tall this thing is. And you can put it into his hand. And there you go. Now he is holding his giant gun. And with the articulation that he has. So yeah, he has a lot of capabilities. This big, beefy boy. But weapons is not the only thing he comes with. Because I think this figure was actually fully funded. Because if we move all this garbage out of the way, he also comes with mini guys as well. So starting off here, we got Boater. Right here. Oh, he's even smaller than I thought. Move out of the way, please. Here we have little old Boater. And unlike the Victory Saber ones, these ones don't like to perish in your hand. And are not like repaints of like the worst ones ever. But man, Boater is such a cool little guy, isn't he? He is, as the name would suggest, a boat. But we will get into transformation when we get into the transformation of the big lad as well. So yeah, but like I said, Boater is a really cool little guy. So articulation wise, his head can not do anything. But he's got a cool little head that I like a lot. But it's difficult to show off on camera without the thing going on out of photo. Because now, then you also have some nice red here on his chest and on his crotch. Articulation wise, his arm can rotate all the way around, can also go out that far, does not have a bend at the elbow nor anything at the hand. His waist can't rotate because he doesn't require that for transformation, so why put it in anyway? His leg can go forward and backwards about yay far. Then he's got a knee bend about yay far. Probably further because of transformation, I think, but anyway, at the moment about yay far. And also you got a little bit of movement here because of the ball, because of the fact that it's a ball joint. So he has some nice articulation for this little guy, but he also looks actually pretty good. But that's not all he comes with. Because, and I think I'm pronouncing this wrong, but he also comes with Pīpō. Who's Pīpō? I don't know who Pīpō is, but this is apparently Pīpō. What? Like, I read the name, and it's like, it says Pīpō, who's got a nice big Autobot symbol on his chest. So I guess the Micromasters are actually the good guys. So it's weird that he comes with them. But yeah, also apparently, this is from the TF Wiki itself, apparently Deathsaurus was initially planned to be a retool off of Studio Series Grimlock, which would not necessarily have been that bad of an idea, and then like everything else was going to be kind of like a, you know, kind of like sold separately kind of thing into the core class. Well, they went Haslab with it, but I thought I mentioned it because I looked online on TF Wiki for the names of these two little guys. Because the other two little guys that he comes with, but that are bigger than these ones, but still technically little guys, they have easy names to remember, but this guy does not. But he looks really cool, and he turns into an ambulance, which, yeah, is that the sound that the Japanese ambulance makes? Like Pīpō, 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 Pīpō. Is that what it makes? But he looks really good. Another nice looking head sculpt. Articulation wise, his head can't do anything because you can't even reach it. His arms can go all the way around. And because of this little gap here, his arms can actually go all the way out, which is very nice and thoughtful of them. Then his waist can't do anything. His leg can't go forward about that far. Backwards, not at all, because as you can see here, it gets blocked. He's got a knee bend that also doesn't really go far because of his crotch. And yeah, that's basically about it. But these are nice little guys to have. At least they're better than the ones that come with Star Saber or Victory Saber. I can't believe I've been recording for 20 minutes and I'm only on like the robot mode still. That is so weird. But let's get these little guys out the way so we can get into the actual chesticles, because he, the big man himself here, was part of something called the Titty Force, or well, Breast Force. So here we got Tigerchest, or I think in Japan as he's called like Tiger Breast or something like that, but they changed the name because of, well, that wouldn't be such a good idea to call him that. But yeah, but he basically looks really good and I like him a lot. Look at his nice detail up here, but we can, a nice little head with a very tight but capable opening mouth with some nice teeth. And his leg went back in because of how difficult that was to do. But yeah, but he stands very nicely and he's actually pretty big. I mean, these are the Micromasters that he comes with. Look how big he is. So yeah, and that's not all he comes with, because just like Soundwave, who has a Ravage, he needs a laser beak as well. And we got this, the Eagle Force, the Eaglechest, that's the one. Tigerchest, Eaglechest. But yeah, of the Chest Force, I guess, as it's called now. But in Japan, it was originally called the Breast Force. So Team Tits. They even have a combiner, which, you know, I don't know if they'll ever make that, but still. Anyway, but we got the new Laserbeak, as I'll call him. He looks very nice. Has guns to shoot down people with. He's got a nice head. And on top, he looks also really nice. Get some nice detail here on the go. Now then, in order to get these guys into chest mode instead of, you know, cassette mode, what you want to do is you want to fold up these legs. Rotate this around. So slide this out. Rotate this around. Slide this out. I forgot to do that. Also, don't worry about these things popping off. As you can see, they are kind of designed to pop off so that they won't break. But yeah, anyway, after that, rotate this around, fold this up as well, fold this up as well. And then I guess you can fold this back in. There you go. And here we have the chest of the... Also fold up the mouth. But you got the chest of Tigerchest. Then with him... with Eaglechest, who I keep wanting to call Big Laserbeak. What you want to do is you want to fold up the guns like so. Fold up the feet like so. Make sure that they are straight as well. Fold these pieces here in on both sides like so. And then fold this up. And then fold this up like... oh no, wait. And then fold in the head as well. And then fold this up. Fold this up. And fold up the tail. And here you have... Eaglechest in his chest mode. Now to attach these to the big boy himself. You are so tall. Yeah, you want to just take him and just slide him in. That's not the slide in that I meant, but sure. Like so. He is sticking out a tiny bit, but I don't want to... Okay. But yeah, like so. As you can see, he fits in here nicely. And you can actually put him to the back. And don't worry, unlike other figures, there is nothing that points out in order to ruin it. So there you go. But that's not all, because now then we can take him and just jam him in here as well. Like so. And here we have the true Deathsaurus with his little tits attached as well. His two little titties attached. With his implants attached. He's got his breast implants attached. But yeah, but he looks really good with them. But also he looks really good without them. Like, you don't need to attach them if you don't want to, because he looks awesome without him. But with him, he looks awesome as well. And to detach them, you can just pull on this if you want to. Or you can put your finger in his back and start pushing. And normally it would be handy to have your finger on the other side as well. Let's try this. Alright, so that's what he looks like with Eaglechest fully attached. So that's what he looks like. I couldn't get it quite right before, but there you go. That is very nice that he can do that. Like I said, this is a really nice figure. And I will say we are almost done with the accessories. Don't you worry. I know we've been talking for half an hour. But my goodness, he comes with much more. Well, a couple more things. Because what is a big, expensive figure without a display stand, boys? Commander class figures get the base modes, and these things get display pieces. So we got a nice... Oh, yeah. So we got a nice looking circle here with some sculpted in detail as well. This is what it looks like from the bottom. Doesn't really look that good, but that's the point. Then you can get the display stand involved that looks like so. And you got two ways of attaching it. Here, back here, you have the slide in. So you can attach it by one this way. But this is for the bird mode that he comes with, the big chicken. The other way is, as you can see here, but also here. So you can do it like this. And then you can take this. And then you can take this peg and look at his bummy. For some reason he was also doing the ab crunch, don't know why. But anyway, as you can see down here, he's got a bit of a hole in his bottom. In his bikini bottom, he has a hole. So if you spread his legs a bit, you can take this and just slide this into the hole back here. Come on, there you go. And here you have him attached to his display base. Like so. So you can get all kinds of action scenes that are sky based. I also just learned that the limit on my video making is 30 minutes with the camera. So that's fun. But yeah, but he can make like moonwalks. He can jump very high. But that's not all you get with him, because if you untap him from this piece, oh, stand him back up like so and unpeg. We're going all over the place with this review, but unpack this back section here. He also comes with turn on Bring Me the Horizon, because we have a throne. As you can see, a very big throne. I actually would have put Bring Me the Horizon in here when I showed the throne. However, YouTube won't allow me to do that. So yeah, with a nice big Decepticon logo and looking like it's made out of your own insides. My goodness, what a scary looking throne. And in here there are some things. This is where the big bird head is going to sit when he's gonna sit in there, because yes, he can actually sit in this throne, or on this throne. But yeah, we got a nice little, I don't know, logo over here or whatever. We got more of this disgusting stuff down here. And the way you attach it, you got at the bottom here 4 pegs that are gonna go into the 4 holes under here, on here. So you just want to take it. You can just attach this like so, and there you go. The throne has been attached. Now then, it's only one thing left to do, and that is to get Mr. Man attached. So what I like to do is I like to point the arms forward to kind of later on position them on the armrest. But with the legs, you kind of need to do something very specific. So you need to both push the legs forward. And you don't need to bend them. Actually, what you have to do is you actually have to fold this forward because that tabs in. And then you gotta basically rotate his leg down like so that the leg is not officially tabbed in. So unpeg the leg and then bend it down and then lift it up. And that is how you get him to sit on his throne. And then what you have is up here, these two things are going to slide right. Come here. Right into these top spaces right here, and then the head is gonna sit in the back space here. He does not fit in securely, sadly enough, but he can at least sit. And now we can position the legs a bit more. Oh no, he doesn't want to sit. Oh well. I guess here we go. Here he is, sitting on his throne. It is annoying to get him attached to the throne because also he doesn't really... It's not like there's a hole in his back and there's a tab that you just peg it in and there you go. But at least it's more of a secure fit, kind of, outside the fact that I didn't do it right, than, you know, he has. That Megatron has with his throne from the Dramatic Capture series, or Starscream has with his throne from the Studio Series Leader Class figure. But he looks very nice on his actual throne. But that's not all, let's move him out of here. Now then, let's move over to the back here, because there's more than meets the eye with this big throne. Because if we once again fold up his gun like so. We'll do it later, but just fold up the gun and just basically get it together like so. Because now we're gonna attach the weapons to the back here. So what you can do, I guess, with this thing is just attach it in here. In here you have an opening that this can go into. I think it doesn't... No, it doesn't fit in there. So just take it and just... Maybe the other way around. Yes, the other way around. You want to basically take it and push it in, and then in this maze somewhere right here you have a hole that is going to tab here into the top section right there. There we go. One thing attached. 10 more to go. So what shall we do next? Next up we shall put on the scimitar, which there is a gap here that's gonna slide into. So you basically just want to take this and just slide it in like so. Then what you want to do with this thing, this arrow here, which I just realized I actually forgot to show off how it attaches to the Tigerchest. But anyway, you got these two holes here that this is going to slide into. By the way, I'll show that off in a second after I'm done with this. And then with his big gun on this side, as you can see, there is a hole down here that this peg down here is going to slide into. And as you can see, there is a little bit of a opening here that the gun perfectly fits into. And then finally, if that wasn't enough, you also can attach this like so. There's also a hole here on the side, so just put that into that hole. And then in the back here, you want to take it, tab it into the back here like so, and there you go. All of his weapons are now stored on the back, and if you rotate it around, it technically vanishes. And if you want to do some more storage, which yes, you can also do, I'm gonna get up for this one. With this guy, as you can see here at the bottom of his feet, there are two holes, and at the top here of the chair there are two tabs, so you can take him. This is a bit annoying to do because the legs like to move, as you just saw. I don't like attaching this. Oh no. Ah, his leg fell off. There you go. Whoa, what a struggle that is. So you can actually attach this guy here. But let's untab him because I don't like the attachment here. Come on, there you go. Alright, so let's do the final thing. And also get this little arrow here detached from this place, please. There you go. I forgot to show this off by accident, I'm sorry. But you can... What you can do is unpeg this piece here and fold it over the head like so. But he has some side-to-side motion. I also forgot to show off articulation with this guy. This review is a mess. But hey, you don't come here. But anyway, you can move his little legs around and also forward as well. Sadly enough, his leg can't really go backwards because of the sculpting. We need to do this anyway for transformation purposes. But yeah, you can also... He also has a forward bend at his front legs as well, and then the head can move up and down, and if you extend it, which apparently this thing can actually extend a lot more, you can, there you go, but you can also get some side-to-side motion. I just realized that I actually forgot to show it off because I just saw these things as cassettes. Then with this guy here, the Eaglechest, his head can go up and down. He might have an opening mouth, I ain't quite sure. He has an opening mouth as well, but his head can move side to side. His legs can go forward and back and also go in and out, and his feet can move up and down as well on like tight joints, and the guns can go up and down, and his wings can go up and down, and also, you know, that's the transformation stuff, so that doesn't need to be shown. Anyway, back to you. Because like I said, this review is a mess, but I've been here for 50 minutes. Let me, okay? Oh, you can also rotate this forward. But I guess this just doesn't tab in. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest here, I don't know. But anyway, I guess here you have him. Oh, this piece also fell out. You wanna tab this back in. There is a hole here. You know how it tabs in because there's a tab here that goes into that hole, so that you get it on the right way. Now then, with Deathsaurus himself, on the inside of his arm, there are 2 slots right there. And there are 2 pegs right here on his legs. So you basically want to take this and line this up and tab it in like so. Then what you want to do is come here. You actually want to do this beforehand, but we'll do it afterwards, why not? All the way out on the tightness. I swear it's gonna take me 15 days to record that other fucker's review. Why won't you tab in anymore, please? So close to being done. But yeah, as you can see here, there is an opening right there, and there are tabs on the arrow, and you can just tab that into that middle slot right there, one of the tabs if you want to. It seems for me the only one I got in was the front one. And there you go, bow mode. You can extend his arm even further, get the other arm a bit like so. Rotate his head a bit more, and there you go, I guess he is bow and arrowing. Oh, what a struggle. But yeah, so that is also something that he can do. This man is not without fault. How have I been talking this long about one mode? So let's get him straightened out again. And we got into the accessories. That was the last one. I'm gonna get that thrown out of here, because my workspace is not all that big. So I do not have room for this kind of stuff. But let's just get everyone in here. Kind of in the back. Move back, you big boy. Get the mini lads in here as well. Rotate the camera down a bit more. So let's move straight into size comparison. So let's move you off to the side as well, because everyone else is going to be smaller than you, but bigger than you. Starting off, here he is with his arch rifle victory saber. But here he is. Here's the Haslab little guys. Here we got a size comparison between the Haslab little guys. Both of you are also part of this, don't you worry about it. And here we have Victory Saber, which is Star Saber, and Victory Leo, both attached with Deathsaurus. And no, I'm not gonna pull this thing apart, okay? Shooting all of this that you've seen so far has already taken a lot of energy. I'm not pulling him apart. But this is what they look like together. But this is what they look like together. Very nice. Deathsaurus is still taller, unless you want to count these little things here. His little ears. At that point, then it's kind of like about the same height. You know what? I'm just gonna keep it like this. Let me just move you over here. Move you over here. Move you over here. Put you over like, I don't know, here. Put you over here. And put you over here. So that you're kind of in shot too. Stand! Put this a little bit more back because there's more Decepticons to show off. Because here we got the leaders of past, or well, one leader technically, but two figures. Here we have the Legacy United leader class Galvatron, which is basically the Kingdom mold without all of the battle damage. Which I think he was actually the only Kingdom figure to have battle damage. And here he is with the Dramatic Capture Series leader class Megatron. There you go. And then next up, here he is with Soundwave from the Dramatic Capture Series and Shockwave from the Dramatic Capture Series. So here we got a bunch of Decepticons with Deathsaurus, and this is how you can see just how big he truly is. You know what? I have an idea. I know this is basically a G1 comparison, but here we have the Commander class Magmatron as well. So because this is Japanese, you know what? Here we got Skyward from Beast Wars 2 as well. There you go. And these are the only Japanese figures that I have. Because by the time of recording Deathsaurus and Victory Saber's reviews, I do not yet have Metal Hawk in my collection. So if I buy the Metal Hawk that is from Legacy United Wave 4, I do not have him at the time of recording this. So if his review is already out, I apologize, but I don't have him yet. But here we go. This is the size comparison I get with G1 and with Beast Wars Neo and 2. So that is the size comparison. So instead of getting everyone out of here and pulling the figure closer, I'm just gonna say, oh, by the way, no, we're not done yet, because here we go. We also have a Minicon from the original Armada run, and here we have a Minicon from Legacy United, I think. I just noticed that they were standing here too, so there you go. But they were mainly for the little guys, but I'll just put all of them together, like so. However, now then, instead of putting everyone away, I will say, let's just get straight into transformation. I'll get these guys out of here, and then we'll transform Deathsaurus. So let's get to it, baby. So let's get Deathsaurus in his big chicken mode. So what you want to start off with, this is very annoying with a camera in front of me. You want to open up these arm pieces here, then come back here, rotate the foot, make sure that the hand stays straight, rotate it down, come on, it's a bit tight on mine, but rotate this down, and then what you want to do is you want to take the fist and just push it up like so, and then you want to close this back up like so, and then rotate the foot around. There you go, that's one done. Oh, why is the part separator all the way back there? I'm not that big, okay? I'm a tiny boy. I can't reach back there. Alright, open this up. Oh, you can't see. You can't see. Fold up, I guess, the fist. And rotate this around. Like I said, on my copy, this is a bit tight, sadly enough. But make sure to straighten it out. Close it back up. Rotate this around. And there you go. 2 chickeny legs. So what you want to do next is come here to the back side for the big chicken head. I'm gonna keep calling this thing a big chicken. I don't know what he turns into, but to me it's a big chicken. Open up this back piece and rotate this around. Lift the camera up even higher because this thing is super tall. And then what you want to do is you got 2 tabs here on either side that go into these 2 slots. So you can take it and tab it in. It is a secure connection. And then fold this piece in and tab that in on either side as well. And then you can like fold down the head and just put the back piece down like so. After that, we'll come back down. You want to open up these back pieces. To be honest, I can't believe the video is almost already done. I'm only in part 2. Anyway, what you want to do then is on this rotation, as you can see here, there's this white rotational hinge. You want to rotate these bad boys in like so. Make sure that they are as close together as they can, and then their tabs, the top tab here, is going to go into that slot there. So you want to take this, push it up and push it in, and also fold this back down because we don't need that yet, because now we are going to be going downstairs. Because it's Lego clock, baby. So what you want to do is you want to open up the back panel here. I don't want to break you. You cost me 200 bucks. There we go. Open up the back piece. My, what a tight one it is. From right here, it untabs. You want to then lift this up and push this down, and then open this piece up here and just open it up like so. Take the foot, fold in the heel, and make sure to kind of like push it back as far as it'll go, which is something like this. Do the same thing on the other side. So just rotate this up, fold it in, open this up like so. Make sure this is folded in, fold in the heel as far as it will go, and there we go. Now then, what you want to do with these legs, I'm just gonna show it off like this because it's the best way I know how to show it off. Let me see here if I can like rotate it slightly up. What you want to do is you want to basically rotate these legs up. However, well, actually first what you want to do is you want to undo the knees here. You want to do it on this bottom hinge down here, not at the knee bend, but at this one down here. So if you hear clicking, you're doing it wrong in that sense. See, the only clicks that I heard were from the top hinge, but I was pushing it on the bottom hinge. Rotate this around like so. And then you want to make sure that these are as far up as they go. So give them a nice little squeeze right there. You can also kind of tab, this doesn't tab together. But what you can do is you can just close these up like so. This leg was being a little bit annoying. Here it is. I kind of lost the tail. I forgot where I put it. But you want to take the tail and close this back up like so. You can see that there are two holes here that these two tabs are going to go into. And then there's a tiny tab down here that goes into a tiny hole down there. You know how this works. Like so. Then what you want to do is you want to basically line this up. And you got these outside tabs here that are going to slide into either side. And it does not go in like so. It actually goes in like so because of the gap here. So just take this and just slide it in. Just give it a good old sliding in. Make sure to keep everything together. Slide it in. It can be a little bit difficult to get this in, but just slide it in. There you go. And then you want to basically take these big tabs up here and put them in, these holes are going to go in there. So just close this up a little bit like so, and there you go. You are done with the tail and the legs. Now what you want to do is, oh my god, no! You want to come up here and untab these arms. Then what you want to do is you want to rotate it down here, and then as you can see here on the side there's a hole, and that tab goes into it. So you want to take it and just tab it in like so and rotate it the leg down. Do the same thing on the other side. Something fell. I don't know what it is. I don't care, but I need to get this done. Oh, untabbed itself by accident. Untabbed itself by accident. There we go. Now we got it. And now what you want to do is you want to take these wings, tab them in back here. So you want to basically rotate them around. Also rotate these feet around like so. But yeah, rotate it and tab it in. Do the same thing on the other side. Rotate it and tab it in back there like so. And what you want to do is you want to come here to the front. Rotate these little handies around. And they will tab in right here. So just do that like so. Make sure that these legs are situated the way that they are supposed to. Rotate them, I guess, around. And here we have Deathsaurus in his big chickeny mode. And last but not least, you gotta split them twos and then also position this in a way that you want. Yeah, you can display this however you want. But here we have him in his big chickeny mode. But if you think we are done, oh boy, this transformation sequence isn't done yet, because we have two little guys that need to become vehicles as well. So what you want to do with Pīpō, I think, or was it Holly? I don't remember anymore. Anyway, with the ambulance, what you want to do is you want to take the feet here and fold them up like so. Then what you want to do is you want to take the feet here, tab them together like so, and rotate them up like so, I think. I don't know if the arms have to go first. Then what you want to do is you want to push the arms back, as you can see, and then push them into place. And there's like a white tab there that goes into that slot on the arm. So you want to fold this up and push it in like so, and voila! One done. Other one. Boater, you're up next. So what you want to do is you want to take the heels and fold them down like so. Then what you want to do is you want to take this and rotate it around like so. Take the arms and push them up to tab them into place. There's like a tiny tab here. Okay, don't focus then. There's a tiny tab here that goes into the slot there. So you want to basically take it and push it up, and then finally peg the legs together like so. The best way to do that is to come in from the top and then just slide the tab in. Then you want to rotate this around like so. Make sure that everything else is... Make sure that these pieces are pushed inside, so that they will also slide through the cracks here on the side. Like so. And there you go. I'm on a boat. But here we got Deathsaurus, the big chicken, with his mini lads in their vehicle and in his big chickeny mode. So here we got the big chicken, and I swear if this thing was painted gold I would have called you the winged dragon of Ra, but my goodness, is it one good looking big chicken. Oh, the feet aren't really symmetrical. Anyway, but yeah, and we got also some boats, some vehicles to talk about. So let's talk about the vehicles first. Let's get that out of the way, because my table is very full, as you can see, and as you can see, with stuff, I barely have room to work. So at least this way I'll get the little guys out of here. And also here he is with his little minions, so I can also technically get them out of here, because they don't do anything in this mode. Outside of the fact that, you know what, they can still store here in the back if you want to. So just get them, you know, ready for insertion, as they say. You want to rotate him around and then just slide him into the back. And then with the other, I guess now they are called the back force instead of the breast force. Rotate this up and just push it into the back. Okay. Like so. That was a real struggle. There you go. Now they're at least gone. Now then, let's look at the little vehicles here. So Boater turns into a nice boat, I guess. I mean, it's a boat. He turns into a very nice looking boat. So let's see if the focus can be on Boater instead of Deathsaurus or anyone else that might be in shot. And from the other side, you can just see that Boater is there. But he turns into actually a nice one. And to be honest, I love these Micromasters, especially after transforming the two that come with Star Saber or Victory Saber, because those two are absolutely awful. Oh, their legs kept falling off. I felt them disintegrating in my hands as I transformed them. And then we got Pīpō, who... that name that I'll never be able to get over. Pīpō. But Pīpō turns into a nice little ambulance. You know, ratchet he may not be, but he's still a little guy who is turning into ambulance. Maybe the protector bots or the rescue bots are hiring. You should look into that. But they look very nice together. So let me move you out the way so I can so that the focus can maybe be on these two little guys down here. So let's move straight into size comparison. So here they are with the little guys from Star Saber. And here is a Minicon Sparkplug from Armada. And here is the Minicon Jolt from Transformers Legacy Evolution. And that's Boater and Pīpō done. So let's go back to main man himself, Deathsaurus, which to be honest is a very metal name. However, it's just a big chicken. But I love the way that this thing looks. I also like how he does like the backwards transformation thing. He's also super tall. But yeah, but I love how he does the backwards transformation thing, because this was his chest in robot mode. And now it's the back. And I love that he does that because it works so well for him. But he looks really good. So let's take a look here at this head sculpt with its part separated time again. Opening mouth. Now, unlike the Beast Wars or some beast figures that we've gotten, he doesn't really have a painted inside of the mouth, or at least like a painted tongue. Why are you out of focus? But he doesn't have like a painted tongue in there. He still has a silver tongue. But it is a nice silver tongue, which means that they did paint it, but they just didn't paint it pink. And then he's got the dweeby little arms, and this is where I can see them wanting to use Studio Series 86 Grimlock, because T-Rexes also have puny little arms. I wonder how they were gonna do the rest, but overall, not too bad. Then we can go lower here to whatever this is supposed, battery compartments for him. I don't know. You know, I don't know what that's for. By the way, he doesn't come actually with batteries. And we got nice details here. I also don't know what this is supposed to mean. A power meter for the batteries. That when this goes down, when this becomes fully red, the batteries run out. I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of. But he does look nice with the nice chickeny toes as well. Looking all great. And then from the back, here we got the bottom of his tail. Nice detail here at the bottom of his tail. Then we got these things on the back, which I don't know what they're supposed to be, but whatever. And then on the back of him, we have the wings with the Decepticon logo and the red and black, which I love. And also the Titty Force guy as well on the back. Absolutely wonderful. There you go. Fold this up. But yeah, but absolutely wonderful. But he is an absolutely wonderful figure, if I do say so myself. And surprisingly enough, even though you know, like, it looks more complicated than it actually is, it's done like that. And there you go. Now then, let's move it to the next part. The final part. The display base. As you can see. Now we would like to use the other mode, so slide it off, rotate it down, speaking of the camera as well, and then you want to slide it in like this. And then what you want to do with him is, you want to take this piece here and pop it off right here. Then what you want to do is you want to come to the underside, and you basically have a tab all the way in the back there, or the hole all the way in the back there, that this tab on here is going to slide into, to get the feet out of the way so you can put everything in its place. Of course you would fly off. I'll fix you in a minute. Just let me tab this in, if I can find the tab. That is, it's a little bit higher. Come on, there you go. That's where you need to go. But yeah, you got that situated down there. Then what you want to do is you can then take him and this this little hole that has now been created, that looks kind of weird because it's in between his legs, can be mounted onto here. So you can just take it and just do that, and then rotate his head up, and now he can fly with the power. I don't know, some kind of power, Decepticon power, the power that is part of the show. I don't know, the power of victory. He can fly, I guess. But there you go. So you can mount him on the display base if you want to. Now untabbing this is going to be a problem. Oh, there you go. But if you think that he looks a bit naked, don't you worry, people. Because if you fold out the gun right now, his BFG, I don't know, you can fold this up if you want to, but then you can see this peg here can plug in right there on his shoulder. It takes a bit of force, but it can be done. I have done it once. There you go. And now the chicken is armed. Watch out, the chicken is armed. You know what, let's do possibility segment with this thing on, because it's ridiculous. So for possibility, his wings can move forward and back and up and down, just like what I showed off in the robot mode. These little arms can rotate all the way around, go in and out. They have a swivel as well, and a bend here at the elbow, I guess. Nothing at the hands, claws, I don't know. His legs can go forward and they can go backwards. They can also go in and out because these are basically the arms. They can bend forward but not backwards. That's a bit of an annoyance, but they can bend forward. And the feet can rotate and move up and down. However, if you were to so want to, you can rotate it around and then use it as a bend if you want to. And the toes can obviously open and close. So open up them toes again. There you go. So let's unplug this big gun. Throw it off to the side so we can get into the size comparison segment. Let me just display out the wings and just put you all the way to... No. Focus on him. Move this up. And let's get into size comparisons. So starting off. I don't know who to start off with. So I'm just going to grab some figures because we're just going to display them all. You know what? I'll put you back here. I'll put you guys back here. Don't you worry about it. There you go. So, here we have Deathsaurus with Magmatron Part 1, Star Saber, and Victory Leo. Magmatron Part 2, Magmatron Part 3. If Magmatron Part 3 wants to stand, which doesn't seem to be the case. And also Galvatron here, Megatron here. We got Shockwave right here, I guess. Even though I like to turn him around as a gun. And finally, Soundwave as well. And there we have Magmatron with a bunch of different figures. So there he is, with all of them. And how can I forget? Here he is also with Skywarp from Beast Wars 2. The figure that I forgot until... and same with Magmatron. But the figures that I forgot until the end of the Star Saber review, if I remember correctly. Alright, so... there were a lot of transformations that happened here. And this took me a long time to film. Well, to get together. So I'm a bit exhausted. But I'm gonna move everyone out of here so we can get into that reverse transformation. And then get into final thoughts so I can be done with this review. And then spend, I don't know, the next 2 weeks editing it. So let's get into their reverse transformation. And we're gonna start off with the little lads themselves because they are the easiest to do. So we're gonna start off with Boulder. What you want to do is you want to untap his legs from the back, rotate his legs around, and then fold these pieces back to create his heels, and then split the legs and hope that they don't fall off. But they don't fall off because they are not from Victory Saber. And then you want to take the top here, untab it, and push it over to the back. Untap the arms from the main body, and rotate the arms down, and Boulder is ready. So now we will take a look at Pīpō. Still a ridiculous name. So what you want to do with Pīpō is, well, basically the same. But you want to untap the legs here. And then fold out the feet from back here. I had to see which way the feet had to go. It's a little bit difficult. Untap the arms. Oh my god, this is tabbed in pretty well. Alright, I did put a lot of force in it, Pīpō, so you do get a pass for having an untapped thing. I mean, if I breathe on the other micromasses too long, they start to disintegrate. Oh, and also split the legs. And here we got Pīpō back in his robot mode. So now let's move you two off to the side. You can be right there. So that we can go into the main course, aka Big Man himself, Big Chicken Man himself. So what we want to start off with is, what I like to do personally is just to remove this guy. Okay, don't. Fine then, we won't remove you, but if you fall off, don't blame me. So what you want to do first of all is you want to fold up these arms like so, untap them and rotate them around. Well, you can also untap this piece here first. This way we have better grip on it. So yeah, then rotate these around. No? Don't want to rotate around? Okay. Like I said, rotate around. Then what you want to do with these wings, you want to untap them and rotate them back. Untap this and rotate it to the front, like so. Then what you want to do with his legs, go a little bit lower. You want to untap it from over here, rotate it around, and then this tab here goes into that slot up there. So there you go. And then rotate it down. Do the same thing on the other side. Rotate it around and then just put it back up. There you go. Rotate this down like so. I'm surprised that this thing has stayed on that long, but I guess he's really tabbed in there. Then we want to come over here, down here to the legs, and what you want to start off with is you want to just pull on this big boy in order to untab. Actually, first of all, no. What you want to do for this one is you want to come under here and untab these two pieces here. Like so. This way, you can pull out, and then you want to pull out the tail and put it up to the side, because we're not going to need that bad boy anymore. Then what you want to do over here is you want to untab these pieces here. There you go. And then rotate his legs around to make him one tall boy on those nice ratchets. Then what you want to do is you want to, as you can see in here, in this block there are two tabs, and then here, well, two slots, and then in here there are two tabs. So you want to basically tab that bad boy together like so. Then you want to straighten out the foot, part separate time again. Come in here and just untab his, okay, his heels. There you go, finally. Okay, these heels are starting to annoy me. There you go. You want to untab the heels and fold out his heels. Then what you want to do with this, you want to rotate it like so and tab it in, push it in. Then you want to untab it and then come under here and untab this piece as well. Make sure that it is in this alignment, and then you want to basically tab this back in there and, you know, basically just push this back down. Like so. And then you want to push this to the side and tab that bad boy in as well. I think that was off the camera, and if it was, then I apologize and we'll do it again this time. Tab that bad boy in. Open this up a little bit further than normal. Then rotate this down, and then in here there's a tab, and in here there's a slot. So you want to just slide that bad boy in. There we go. This is why we do it twice, so that we can show it off if we do it wrong. Anyway, what you want to do with these things is you want to basically pull them out and slide them over, push them back in, and then push them up to cover up these hands. Do the same thing on the other side. Rotate them around like so, push them up and in. So there you go. That will kind of cover that up. Then rotate him around to the front, and then I guess what we can do now is just untab the big chicken head, rotate it out, fold, make sure that the head is all the way folded out. So rotate this up and then fold it up like so, and then fold this back. It doesn't tab into anything, don't you worry. If you missed something, you did not. It really doesn't tab in. Now we're gonna go down here for kind of like a finishing touch action piece. What you want to do here is you want to come here to the back, open this up. Then what you want to do is you want to rotate this. Oh, also rotate the foot around first. But rotate this around and pull out the hand. Ah, it's a little bit stiff on mine. But rotate out the hand, and then this is going to go tab into there. So just push this down and rotate his hand around. Oh, also what you were supposed to do for chicken mode, I forgot to show that off, but you're supposed to collapse the arms up. I apologize to everyone because I did not do that, because I forgot that you had to do that. But I now noticed that the arms actually can fold up, because I wanted to pull them out, but I forgot. I'm sorry. Look, I got a lot on my mind at the moment. Things can slip my mind, but I did say it, so at least it was said in the review. And to be honest, you didn't really need to do that in chicken mode anyway. I didn't really notice that I didn't do it. Normally when you miss something, you kind of start to notice it. Oh, come on. So there you go. Accidentally, the mushroom pack wanted to come out. Fold these pieces out as well. And here we have Deathsaurus. Put you in the back there. The mini-me's in front of you. There you go. Rotate this bad boy up a bit more. And here we have Deathsaurus in his robot mode. Alright, first of all, I want to say something before I get into the final thoughts. I already put the throne away. by accident, so I don't have him sitting on his throne, and also his weapons are also away. So, yeah, none of that. To anyone who's wondering. Anyway, final thoughts on Deathsaurus. What do I think of him? I think he's really good. But I don't know, I don't really know if he's really worth the price. Now, the detail on him is fantastic. The little guys are fantastic. He comes with so many weapons and a throne of all things. And those are the things where I'm like, yeah, but I also don't really remember what I paid for him, and I probably paid some kind of aftermarket price, so I don't know what he originally was. But is he worth that aftermarket price? That could be around like what, like 300 to 600 euros. No, I would say he isn't. But if you really want Deathsaurus, you're gonna have to do it, because this thing is absolutely fantastic. The articulation that it has, like even if they will make, like if they will ever make a masterpiece version of Deathsaurus, I don't think they'll be able to outdo this one. I think they just have to make this one bigger and be like, yeah, here you go. And also kind of do a gap filler for the head back here. And that's it. But overall, like I said, this is one fantastic figure. But with the aftermarket price kind of going around, I don't really know if I can recommend him. If you can find him for like the original price, which I think is between like 150 and 200, I would say, yeah, you can pick him up. He is, like I said, a great figure, and he is definitely worth your time. But that has been my review. Transformers Legacy Evolution Haslab Deathsaurus with the mini lads and the tits force. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell, and comment your thoughts on this figure. And please check out my Let's Play channel, linked in the description and at the end of the video. I upload 3 videos every day of different games, but mainly Pokemon. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye!